It's our Extra Butter Black Panther special celebrating the DVD home video release of one of the most important movies ever made. We'll show you scenes that were deleted that are back in again and take you behind the scenes of how they made those scenes and some of your favorite moments on this Extra Butter. That's it right there. Marvel Studios, Avengers Infinity War, featuring
Black Panther.
Exactly. If you think about it, like 9 out of 10 people will tell you some of their favorite moments in Infinity War, the Wakanda Ever moment experience. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm talking about. This guy getting extra butter. Hi, sir. What's your name?
Josh, how you doing?
What are you going to see?
Avengers,
All right. What's your favorite part of Avengers?
the fight scene.
Oh, yeah? Featuring? Lots of
Black Panther.
people. Yeah, exactly. Lots of people in that. You know why I'm really here? To hang out with my friends and talk about movies the way you talk about movies, but specifically what you can bring home this time on Extra Butter. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Somebody new has been added, ladies and gentlemen.
everybody.
He's a working actor, star of 3 Avengers movies, James Weston.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. That guy's a little upset you interrupted his butter.
I did. There'll be at least one, but maybe more complaints to come before this show is over with. I thought this would be great to bring him in on our special. First of all, James Weston, where do we find you on social media?
Twitter, the Viper001, and Instagram, the Viper001.
There you go. So I'm introducing you to Kelly
Kelly Savannah Deaton, and you can find me at Kelly Savannah Deaton.
and Alexa.
Alexa Renee. You can find me at Lexa Renee.
And you can complain about me at TV Marcus Allen. I thought with us celebrating Black Panther hitting home video, Blu-ray, and DVD that it would be great to bring you on because you are a working actor. You've spent some time in the Marvel Universe. And
So cool.
what does this movie mean to you?
It means a lot to me. It's a mark to portray African Americans as something more than the stereotypical roles that we've had throughout the years. It portrays us in a positive light, and it's not insulting, and it's entertaining, and it's full of action.
When you were a little kid, before you even dreamed of being an actor, there was nothing like this out there. So now it's got to make you happy that young children growing up that are
yeah.
of color will have these great role models and superheroes of their own.
Yeah, it's a testament for to get more people of color into roles like this. I think the only thing that was around when I was growing up was a series called Mantis with Carl Lumbly, and that's going back a ways. And I just heard that Kevin Feige in an interview is looking to have a Muslim superhero, a young lady. in,
For Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say we're off to a good start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's long overdue, but now that it's here, it's been incredible.
And let's face it, movie theaters, they want to sell you some popcorn, so they got to flip these movies. So
Yeah.
they had to
Yeah.
keep the time down to about 2:40. Well, now some of those deleted scenes are back in. You guys want to see one?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you know about the UN sequence. Well, here is an extended part of the UN meet and greet.
Agent Ross.
Your Highness. Okoye. Ayo, Miki.
Please give us a second.
Listen, it's not my place to say, but man, I really don't think you should do this. What you guys have is gonna scare a lot of people in that room. They're gonna come after you.
Yes. But I will no longer rule out of fear. Not ours or anyone else's.
God damn it. Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Well, okay. I'll do my best to keep them off your back.
I will hold you to that, Everett.
I'll see you in there. Oh, T'Challa. Amatam Sanwa Nancy Kalelo?
It was close. It was close.
Don't laugh, I practiced that.
Jaburela. Everett. Jaburela.
I asked Ryan Coogler, I said, so the deleted scenes, what do they mean to you? And he said, for me, it must feel like a mom getting her babies back. Because when they make me cut these scenes, it's like a mom saying, all right, which one of your kids are we pushing overboard?
That's so sad.
Hence the director's cut. But now
Yeah,
instead of the
that's true.
director's cut, now you just have the extra scenes added in.
Right, and you can
cool.
kind of make it your own director's cut. You can figure out which ones you want to add in at your own time. I talked to Chadwick Boseman about it, and him sort of echoing some of your same sentiments. Take a look. It'd be cool enough to be the person in a Marvel comic book movie, but this movie transcends that. Like, there are at least a dozen ways this movie is going to make history. How does it make you feel?
It's amazing. It's amazing, you know, and how excited people have become. It's a sort of a movement it's an amazing thing to be a part of.
I know it sounds like the simplest question to say, what do you have in common with your character? However, there are some very important traits that people should carry with them that this guy has.
I'm good at keeping secrets.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm good at keeping secrets. Yeah, I think it's sort of a Wakandan thing. The Wakanda is a secret, but as you get closer to the top or to the royal family, I think there are more and more secrets, and that's part of what this movie is about as well. Is pulling back the layers of the lie, and pulling back the layers of the truth, and to what is behind the curtain.
He's a good guy. The first time I interviewed him was for 42, and it's not just me. Pretty much everybody in the collective North America Broadcast Critics Association said this guy is going to go on to great things. I would say he had.
Yeah, every single role that he has done has been phenomenal and above par. You never think of one of his roles as like, he needs some work to do. No, he's here. He has arrived long ago, and now he's just continuing his journey with Black Panther.
And he is taking over the internet. Did you guys see that video of him? He actually gave the commencement speech at Howard University.
Yeah.
And he did like the Black Panther, like Wakanda
Everybody.
salute.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so cool. And that just comes to show that this movie is impactful on so many different levels beyond the big screen.
Let's go back the last 10 years into what this all meant. Want to know? Yeah. I can't sum it up, but you get a summary on the Blu-ray DVD. I'll break off a sample next. Hey, welcome back. It is Extra Butter and our Black Panther home video special. Let's face it, people still squeezing in to see Avengers Infinity Wars on the big screen, but right now you can have a double feature. You could watch it, you could pop it in the minivan, let the kids watch it for 2 hours and 40 minutes while you drive around in circles, and then let them out right into Avengers Infinity War.
There you go. That's good parenting, Mark. That's good parenting.
It's a different way of doing things.
That's the way I do it. Any kids, James?
2.
Okay,
and
2.
Asia.
All right. Do they kind of get geeked out that their dad's in Marvel movies?
No.
They don't?
Not at all?
No.
How old
To
are
them,
they?
Dad's a geek. It's 25 and 24.
That's the only thing I can relate to on.
You don't look old enough to have a 24 and 25.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the meantime, talking about your history with Marvel, let's talk about the history, the last 10 years. If you were to sum up in 2 sentences how we got to Avengers Infinity War, how would you?
Robert Downey Jr.
That's pretty much where it all started.
I think he really kick-started everything, right? A decade ago, and he was the first one, and now there's 19 movies.
In a way, that sums it up. One thing that sums it up better, you get on the Blu-ray DVD, the 10 years. Take a look.
There is just something chemically awesome about seeing these different heroes interacting with each other for the first time.
We need to go.
Avengers: Age of Ultron introduced some new characters within the body of that film, and Captain America: Civil War introduced Black Panther. Then, over the course of his own movie, we get to explore the world of Wakanda,
This never gets old.
whose entire technology is based on vibranium, the very rare, very valuable material Captain America's shield is made from.
Wakanda opens up a whole new realm of possibilities in terms of power, in terms of threats, in terms of technology.
Now more than ever, the illusions of the vision threaten our very existence.
10 years.
That explains it right there.
See? So even if you're not a Marvel superhero fan, you have to appreciate what they have done here with all these movies, all these characters. It's insane the ride that they've let us all come on.
So when Ryan Coogler came out with Fruitvale Station some years back, he really showed what he can bring to the table. And that was a complete different film from Black Panther, but I think both of them show what he is capable of doing, and each movie he does just brings such a powerful message.
And a powerful team. Michael B. Jordan is like his right-hand man. How kind of Leonardo DiCaprio is with Martin Scorsese, that's like how Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are, and it works. It's cinematic gold with those two.
Now, don't you think, like, while some people might say, wow, that's sort of a smaller budgeted thinking film, not really an action movie, it might seem, random that they grab that guy to take on this. But James, don't you agree that because of the emotional connection you have to make to Black Panther, nobody else but him could have done this?
Yeah, and he's got that connection also with Oakland, being from Oakland, and parts of the movie were done in Oakland as well. And he just like brings it all together and ties a nice little bow on it.
And it
It works.
And we're happy to open it.
I talked to him about being NorCal proud, shooting in NorCal. Take a look.
You know, I first really picked up a camera and started, you know, learning how to use it and learning Pro Tools and Avid. I learned all that stuff at Sac State initially from a professor there named Stephen Bush.
Sure.
And there was another professor there who kind of taught me film theory and criticism named Dr. Roberto Pomo.
Right.
Who, you know, I think both of those guys still teach at Sacramento State. You know, I kind of figured out that I wanted to make movies from another teacher at a school I was at before that, at, you know, St. Mary's College, which was in the Bay Area.
Right.
You know, right in Moraga. A professor named Rosemary Graham there, who's like, hey, you should get into, you know, writing screenplays. Got a football scholarship to Sac State. You know, was playing ball there and started, you know, kind of taking Rosemary's advice. That's how I met, you know, Professor Buss and Dr. Pomo.
I remember talking to you about Fruitvale Station, and you said you were a little worried. I'll bring in Academy Award winner Octavia Spencer on board for this run and gun shoot.
Yeah.
Lower budget, everything off the shoulder, everything boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
How is it now to have every toy available in the industry at your disposal?
I mean, it's overwhelming, man. But at the same time, you know, you still feel like it's still run and gun. You know, you still feel like you're running out of time all the time, and
Still telling a story.
Still telling a story, and it still feels like you don't have enough time.
Okay, not only is he a dedicated filmmaker, director, friend to all of his cast members, you know what he does to get the scene? He will do anything. He'll play music. He'll start sparring with his lead actors in order to get them pumped up and ready to go and capture the moment and the feelings and the emotion. He'll literally walk up to them and start sparring, real sparring, to get what he needs.
You know who I hope doesn't spar with him?
Letitia,
Yes.
Lupita,
Yeah.
all the women,
The ladies of Wakanda. I think they could take him down.
they would kill him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
He'd be
killed me.
murdered.
I just curled up in a fetal position talking to him. I'll show you. Coming up next. Hey, welcome back. It is Extra Butter. We're celebrating the Blu-ray and DVD home video release of Black Panther. Also, our special guest, James Weston.
And I must say how nice and sharp you look.
Thank
and
you.
how festive. Look
Thank you.
He comes prepared.
I know a secret about that sweatshirt. He bought a twinsy one for his wife.
Oh, that's nice. That is the cutest.
Aw.
Hey, Ardria.
Does she like Black Panther?
She
liked the
loved
movie?
it. She loved it. She loves all the Marvel movies.
One of the things I love about Black Panther that I think we talked about before the commercial break, the ladies of Black Panther. The action that they bring in this movie is amazing.
Outstanding. Seeing these women in positions of leadership and honor and things like that, and like you said, the action, it just helps tie the whole movie up into one great bundle.
Guess what, Marvel actor James Weston?
What?
Women of Leadership is also one of the extras that you get on this DVD. Blu-ray. Take a look.
Female leadership is very prominent. I love the idea of society with so much tradition and so much respect for women.
These female characters are incredibly important to T'Challa and important to the country of Wakanda.
T'Challa's circle is filled with women, and his advisors are also women. The writers put women at the forefront. It's brilliant.
My son, it is your time. I play out one of my dreams to show an African-American woman in this light as the queen, as the mother.
Ramonda is the person that reassures T'Challa that he's ready.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
Being a mother myself, I understand the relationship, knowing their strength, their weaknesses, trying to support him.
I think that that's a really exciting thing to see as a proud African woman.
She brings a certain gravitas, a certain history to the position. And her relationship with both T'Challa and Shuri felt like a real family.
I'm here with my son, T'Challa.
Let's give it up for women in leadership positions in real life and in the movies.
They don't even have to wait. They don't wait around for any men in this. Like, they're protecting T'Challa. Like, that is so amazing.
Okay,
you
so
don't see a lot of movies like that.
I have always been obsessed with women warriors because my name, Alexa, actually means defender of mankind. So I've always, it's kind of like warrior-ish, you know? And so I get super hyped when I see like women warriors on the screen. I'm like, yes, that's me.
I love it.
So when I get jumped by these women walking in right now, you'll defend me?
I
You'll
got
take
you
care of
back.
me? You got
I
my back?
I got your
All right.
back, always.
Speaking of women warriors, Miss Defender of Mankind, there's an extra designed just for you. Take a look.
Stunt training is so great because you have to learn a way of combat and a way of movement that is really going to look and feel like someone who knows what the heck they're doing. I got you.
We would do stunt training every day with the girls who were playing the Doras. It was tough, it was hard.
We're able to find a beautiful grace in these women and also a ferocity.
Nakia style of fighting is like by any means necessary.
We're teaching how to throw guys like twice their size. That's it. Now swing. Oh.
You know, by design, they were supposed to be like the SEAL team of Wakanda.
Oh, it works like that.
And I'm ready for the all-female Avengers movie. Let's get it going, people.
Let's
Ryan
bring
Coogler,
it.
take the reins.
I love all the ladies of Wakanda. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, so I got a chance to sit down with Denai, which means a great deal to me, and Academy Award winner Lupita right next to her. Take a look. Ladies, congratulations on this.
Thank you.
I love also that it's cold and flu season, so you've adapted something from the movie as a greeting for everyone. Instead of shaking hands and passing germs, what are we doing?
Wakanda forever.
That's right. You know that you're making a movie that's going to be a great comic book movie, but it's going to transcend that and be something so much more historic and so much more important. Did you feel that kind of pressure on the set? We got to get this right?
There was a very passionate dedication and commitment. We were all there for very genuine reasons. We were there because, you know, for us, we're from the continent, as are many who were on that set, and we've never seen this. We've never seen stories put on this sort of a platform before that come from the African perspective. So the idea of accessibility plus authenticity was very, very important, and we were all deeply invested in contributing to that.
Coming up in a moment, we're going to talk to one of your former co-stars, Michael B. Jordan. Also, more of the deleted scenes. That and more as our Black Panther Blu-ray DVD special continues. Welcome back. It is Extra Butters. We celebrate the Blu-ray DVD release of Black Panther. Our special guest today, James Weston, star of 3 Marvel movies, Ant-Man vs. Wasp, the most recent one.
And the upcoming Black Panther 2. There you go. Ryan Coogler, your man's right here.
Yep. Also, thanks for watching Extra Butter, but especially thank you to all of the men and women serving America in the armed forces watching on America Forces Network. Like?
Hey, we have a special shout out for James Marconato.
Hey, James!
Thank you for saying hello
Yes.
to Kelly and I. Thank you
We
for watching.
appreciate
We love that you watch. We appreciate you.
And we hope you like our jokes as much as we think they're funny.
I'll throw this out right now.
And see, James right here.
Hi, James. Thanks for watching.
Hi,
So
James.
if you will reach out to us, poke us on social media, let us know that you're watching the show. In fact, send us a short video clip of you watching anywhere on any one of the places that American Forces Network services. I will possibly get you some movie swag.
And I'm former Navy, so all my
Hey, the
brothers,
other James!
all my brothers and sisters in arms, no matter what branch, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
So in addition to serving our country, you also served some time pretending to serve our country with Michael B. Jordan. Didn't
That's
I
correct.
see you in a movie with him?
Yes, you did. Red Tails by George Lucas.
There you go.
And George Lucas was the producer. Anthony Hamilton was the director.
What'd you think of him in this movie?
He's phenomenal. He's just, it was a great cast all around, but once again, Michael B. Jordan, another feather in his cap. He's just, I just hope to be his assistant one day.
Well, like I've known you for years, you've always been ripped. As I recall, the Michael B. Jordan you worked with, not as pumped, is he? Not as yoked as he is now.
No.
Did you teach him that?
No, I didn't.
Insane. In Black Panther, I think that's the only time I heard everyone completely mute when they were just in awe when he took his shirt off multiple times. And he's so charismatic that he almost makes T'Challa seem a little bit boring even though he's not. But Michael B. Jordan is just so charismatic as Eric Killmonger.
He's a bad boy.
He just steals every scene he's
He
in.
like hella makes women drool, obviously, probably men too. But he's also a gentleman. I don't know if you guys caught this, but this girl DM'd him, a student, because he was a guest at her university.
Yeah.
And she just wanted to buy him a smoothie and take a picture with him. And he was like, girl, you don't even have to buy me a smoothie. He came out and actually met up with her on campus to take a photo.
And her friends.
And it went viral. So he's a super nice guy too, on top of being eye candy.
Look at that. Although he might start looking a little bit more like me in the belly. You want to know why? if he's following through with what he said in this interview. Take a look. You know, much of this is woven in the tapestry of a fictitious universe. However, it speaks very much to African pride and also a number of things going on in the world today.
No, it is. I mean, I think true artists are visionaries with their work. You know, sometimes they'll be working on a project for 2 years, and then 3 years, like you know, when it comes out or get released, or a year later, they'll be like, man, that feels like they wrote it yesterday.
Right.
Like, they're talking about right now. But I think, you know, does life imitate art? Does art imitate life? And I think with this project, it's spot on.
All right, so you've had to get ripped for your last 2 movies. Don't you want to do a movie next where you're just a guy that eats pizza all day long?
What? Yes. My agent is gonna hate that, but yeah, I'm all for it. No, but I you know, yes, yes.
Yeah, just because I'm spiteful, I would like to think of him as a big lard right now, but truth be told, Michael B. Jordan probably still looks very much like the pumped-up Black Panther version of Michael B. Jordan.
Creed 2 is coming too, so that
good
poor
point.
guy never gets to eat anything or relax or never train. Like, this guy is just always going for it, and we thank you. We thank you.
That's true. All right, so if I were to ask you what are the more poignant moments of this movie that make it more than a movie, what would you say? Anybody?
I'd have to say where Black Panther, on the spiritual realm, bonded with his father.
Oh yeah, that had me tearing up for sure.
I cannot rest while he sits on the throne. He is a monster of our own making. I must take the mantle back. I must right these wrongs.
And that's what I love about this movie is you have all of the superheroes, all of the action scenes, but it also is so well written that a lot of people can relate to these characters.
The thing is, like, from people like me who are not normally Marvel fans, Black Panther actually brings people that are like the Marvel nerds to casual moviegoers to a person who just genuinely appreciates a film. That's what Black Panther is to me. You know, it's not just a Marvel movie.
Right.
It is beyond that. The acting is superior. Everything about it, the themes are just amazing.
Absolutely. So rent it, buy it. If you buy it, let me know. I'll come by. I'll bring popcorn. We'll hang out.
No, hard pass.
So I guess that's a wrap on this special. Thanks for hanging out. Follow us, Facebook and at Extra Butter TV. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Popcorn.
You were in a romantic comedy?
Wine Country? Well, it's kind of, Amy Poehler.